Hi guys, I am back today with a new video. I've been really excited to film this one. As you can tell from the title, we're gonna be trying out the Anastasia Beverly's Modern Renaissance palette. Everyone and their mother have this palette already. I do already have another palette that is obviously from Makeup Revolution. I do have all of their dupe products basically. So I've been using, and as you can tell, loving this palette, but I had the opportunity to pick up the Anastasia one when I recently visited the USA, and I decided why not, it's much cheaper over there. I do want to do some arm swatches, and to start with the arm swatches I want to actually first compare it to the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, which I already tested out on my channel. If you haven't seen it already, go on and watch it. So this is how the Soft Glam palette looks like, and this is how the Modern Renaissance palette looks like. I'm sure you guys can tell that they have a really similar color theme to them. Once again, this is the Modern Renaissance and this is the Soft Glam palette. So what I want to do is I want to swap these two palettes on my arm first next to each other to see the color theme, and after that the Makeup Revolution one once again on my hand, and after that we're gonna go on and do an eye look using the Modern Renaissance and the Makeup Revolution version of it, which is called Iconic Reloaded Vitality. I'm gonna start with swatching the Modern Renaissance shades in the middle. So first we do Tempera, then we have Golden Ochre, then we have Vermeer. Wow, that is beautiful. Then we have Buon Fresco. The pigmentation of this palette so far is amazing. Then we have Antique Blondes. Oh my god, okay. I think I'm already in love with this palette. Then we have Love Letter. Oh, okay, so this one starts out really good, but I feel like this is a shade that you need to be adapted, otherwise it gets patchy. But anyway, so that's Love Letter. Then we have Cypress Umber. Wow. There's no building up needed with that shade. So that was the first row. Now we're gonna start the second row with Rose Sienna. Again, a bit patchy, but you know, it might be completely different once you apply it in the eye. You have Burnt Orange, then you have Primavera. Wow, another beautiful shimmer shade. I feel like the shimmer shades are really good in this palette. And then we have Red Ochre. Then we have Venetian Red. This red is much better than Love Letter was. For me, Love Letter is a bit of a disappointment. And then you have Warm Taupe, and then you have Real Guard. So Tempera, Burnt Orange and Cypress Umber are in both palettes. I'm gonna swatch Soft Glam here, and the shades that are in both palettes, I'm gonna put them next to each other, so I'm not gonna go in order because I wanna make sure that we can compare the shades that are named the same to see if they are actually consistent and are they the exact same shade in the two palettes. So both palettes start with Tempera. That's gonna go next to it. Yeah, I think that is actually quite the same. Then we have Burnt Orange, which is this one. Yeah, that looks actually quite similar as well. Maybe a bit more red tone in this one. Better quality actually. Okay, and Cypress Umber. So that is slightly different. I would say this one is actually more red tone in Cypress Umber here, and it's a little bit lighter. Very similar, but I wouldn't call them the same shade, so I'm not exactly sure why did they. But now I'm just gonna swatch the rest of the Soft Glam shades, and I'm gonna swatch them in the order to try to match a similar shade from the Modern Renaissance palette, if there is any. So Glistening is gonna go next to Vermeer, very different shade. Fairy is gonna go next to Primavera, quite similar. This one is more yellow, Primavera is a little bit more pink tone, but I would definitely say that they are very similar. So now we're gonna go with Orange Soda. It doesn't really have a similar shade, so I'm gonna swatch it next to Rose Sienna. Yeah, obviously very different shades. And then we have Rose Pink. I don't know, I'm gonna swatch it here on the top. Obviously it's not even similar because there's nothing similar to it in the Modern Renaissance palette. Now I'm gonna take Sultry. Rose Pink and Sultry are so buttery, they almost wanna fall out of the pan. I'm just gonna do it somewhere here on the bottom. Yeah, that's nice. The next one is called Bronze. Again, I'm just gonna do it here on the bottom because I don't have anywhere to put it. Mulberry. That's actually quite similar to Red Ochre. Then we have Dusty Rose, which is, I think it's quite similar to Buon Fresco. Yeah, they could call them the same, these two. And then we have Sienna, which is very different than Rose Sienna in Modern Renaissance. I'm just gonna switch it anywhere. Rustic, and we have Noir. So that's all. I don't know about you guys. I think they're so similar. Even the shades that are called different, and even if they have a different undertone, at the end of the day, by the time you finish your eye look, it's going to be almost exactly the same. There's a really, really slight difference between them. So do you need both? Definitely not. If you collect them or you want to have them, then, you know, go for it. But the looks you can achieve from them are going to be almost identical. So I definitely don't think that you have to have them both. Now I'm gonna take my Modern Renaissance palette and I'm gonna swatch those shades here because we want to see them swatched next to the Anastasia ones. So the first one is really patchy and Invisible. Makeup Revolution ones are really, really patchy and not showing up. The third shade from the Makeup Revolution one, the shiny one, it's actually quite nice. Now we have the purple one, which is again surprisingly good. Then we have a darker purple shade. I think it's supposed to be Antique Bronze. Yeah, it looks quite similar to Antique Bronze. This one is actually a better shade than Love Letter, more pigmented. So Love Letter wasn't too good. The Makeup Revolution version is actually quite good. Moving on, so now we have Cypress Umber's dupe, which is again not bad. Rose Sienna, that's a little patchy but alright. And then we have Burnt Orange, I guess. Really, really nice shade. And then we have Primavera. Okay, Primavera and the Makeup Revolution version is exactly the same. They are identical, like completely identical. That's really good job from Makeup Revolution. I didn't expect that. Like I said, I've been using that palette, but I never had the Makeup Revolution before, so Okay, so the next one is Red Ochre's dupe, but a bit difficult to work with. Venetian Red, that one is really nice. Warm Taupe, it's a bit less warm. And then we've got Realgar. So the Makeup Revolution Realgar is more patchy. And you have an extra black shade in here, so I'm just gonna swap it in the middle on the bottom. That's a little bit sad pigmentation, but anyway, so this is the rest of the Makeup Revolution. This is the Anastasia in the middle, and this is the Soft Glam. So I think the Makeup Revolution one is not bad. I'm really interested to see how are they gonna look on my eyes. Okay guys, so before I jump into the eye look, I'm just applying some of the MAC Paint Pot on both eyes. As always, I'm gonna be using the Modern Renaissance of this side of my face and the Makeup Revolution on this side. This is just what I've been doing so far, so I'm gonna just stick to it. Let's get started. To start off this look, I'm gonna first apply Golden Ochre, and then I will apply Burnt Orange. It's a really nice shade. It's barely there, especially in person. You can't even notice it, but on the camera I can actually see that it's there. So such a soft color. Wow, it's really nice. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed the shine my face has to it. That is my MAC Strobe Cream. I purchased it in Pink Light and I love it so far. I actually don't have any highlighter on, and my skin has just such a beautiful shine to it. It's lovely. Anyway, let's go back to eyeshadow tutorial. So and the next one is Burnt Orange. Same brush. I'm trying to be careful because I don't know the pigmentation, but this one looks really pigmented so far. Look at that. I have no idea the look we're going for. I've done quite a few pink eyeshadow tutorials here, and I don't know if you guys seen it, but I did another pink cut crease tutorial with the Makeup Revolution one already. So maybe I will just do like a really neutral eye look. Anyway, we're gonna repeat the same thing with a clean brush. It's the exact same brush, just a clean one from Makeup Revolution. So we're gonna take this shade first, and then we're gonna take this shade. You could see from my swatches that I've done at the beginning of this video that the light shades are not really great in the Makeup Revolution one, so I kind of don't expect this part of the eyeshadow look to turn out the same. If you're interested in my lip color, I used Essence Long Lasting Lip Liner in the shade The Girl's Dream, and then I used my Clinique Pop Lip Color in Love Pop, and this one is a bit like a metallic shade. Really nice. I'm gonna go in with the more orangey shade now. I'm not gonna be using tons of colors. I just want to create something a bit different. So I'm gonna take one fresco on the whole eyelid, and I'm gonna use Anastasia's own little brush for that, the more dense side of it, and just apply one fresco. I'm gonna take another Anastasia brush, and I'm gonna dip into the shade that's duping one fresco. Okay, now I take a smaller Luxe pencil brush from Zoeva and I'm gonna go into Antique Bronze and I'm gonna put that in the crease and in the outer corner. So basically we're just gonna create like an outer V here using Antique Bronze. So that's Antique Bronze so far. Now I'm gonna tip into this darker purple shade, which is the corresponding shade from the Makeup Revolution palette. And again, I'm gonna start with a V and I fill it in and bring it into the crease. Okay, now I'm gonna go into Vermeer with my finger and I'm gonna apply that in the inner corner of the eye, like that. We're gonna go back with the brush in a second and blend it out, but right now we just want a light shimmer shade in there, and I'm gonna take the corresponding shade, which is this one. Like I said before, the shimmer shades are really not bad in this Makeup Revolution palette. And I'm gonna take a small brush like this. This is Zoeva 237 Detail Shader brush. And I'm gonna spray it with some Fix Plus. And then I'm gonna go back into this Vermeer shade and pick up some product and like really pack it on the inner corner and then lightly fade out. So there's a Modern Renaissance and going to the Makeup Revolution one. Revolution one doesn't seem to work as good with the Fix Plus. It feels like it starts to crumble and fall off when you try to go back and build it up with the Fix Plus. But I feel like we made it work. Okay, now I'm gonna take a clean fluffy brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Tempera, and I'm gonna use Tempera to blend out this harsh line that we have here on the top. Do the same thing on the other side with another clean brush, and I'm gonna dip into this light shade. Unfortunately, this light shade is not as pigmented, but hopefully it's gonna be enough pigmentation to blend out the purple shade. So the purple one is blending out nice, however I don't feel like it's giving any coverage on the brow bone and it doesn't blend too nice. I feel like the Modern Renaissance side is nicer. We're gonna take the pencil brush again and we're gonna really lightly dip into Cypress Umber because that's the darkest shade in the palette. So I apply the outer V and I take the brush that I used to apply Tempera on my brow bone and with kind of like circular motions I just blend this color into the rest. And now I'm going to take the other pencil brush we used, dip it into this shade here, this dark brown shade, and bond it to the outer V on this side. I'm gonna go and do my eyeliner and my mascara off camera. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I went and applied my eyeliner. I'm using still the same Revolution Renaissance liner and L'Oreal Unlimited mascara. We're just gonna finish off the eyeshadow look. I'm gonna use the Antique Bronze shade, and I'm gonna take this pencil brush again, and I'm gonna apply the color on the outer side, and the same thing on the Makeup Revolution side, and apply. And then I'm gonna take the other brush that we originally used with tempera, and I'm gonna take some of the shimmer shade Vermeer. Sorry, I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution side of the palettes. So that is the Vermeer shade, and I'm gonna do the Anastasia side. And that's the completed look. We didn't use many of the shades from the palette, so you know, all of this like Venetian red, Real Gar. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do some other looks with this palette, because it would be such a shame to put it in the drawer after using like 3-4 of the shades. I really like it. I do actually like both sides. I think they both look really nice. The Anastasia side, however, blended out like a dream, like just blended out beautiful. The colors just stayed put. And on the Makeup Revolution side, it's not bad. I mean, if you look at me, you can't tell that it's two different palettes. You will probably think that I'm not that good blending this eye. It's just my issue on this side is the blending. Once you start blending the color, it starts getting patchy, and the darker shades especially start disappearing, whilst the lighter shades don't really show up at all. As far as the colors go, Makeup Revolution did a really good job duping the Modern Renaissance palette. But once you go into details and you compare them to each other, you can really see and feel the difference in application. The colors still look quite similar, but the dimension, I would just say that the dimension is not there to it. The light colors are not popping, the dark colors are not really deep. When you want to blend them out, they blend into nothing. So I would still say that the Modern Renaissance palette is definitely a winner. However, as I always say, because I really need to say this, guys, if you don't have the money for this palette, but you're really dying to have these colors in your collection, the Makeup Revolution palette is actually really good. I mean, at the end of the day, I did create the same look, and this one is £4. It still blows my mind that they can make these eyeshadow palettes for £4. If you want quality, if you want beautiful, perfect application, go for the Anastasia one. If you want to save some money and you don't really care about perfection, you just want to have those colors, you just want to be able to, you know, have those shades on your eyes, then go for the Makeup Revolution one, because it is really good. It's not as pigmented, it's not as nicely blending, it's not as buttery, but it does look nice. It does, at the end of the day, look really similar. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget to like this video to let me know that you want to see more like this in the future. Like I said, I'm gonna be back with other videos using this palette, but that's it for today. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and come back for my next videos. If you subscribe, you're definitely not gonna miss out anything. Bye.
On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mountain.